In this session, we're going to discuss about the data label options available to us in an Excel chart. And beginning from where we left off in a previous session, we discussed about the legend options available to us. And right next to the legend menu, we also have something called the data labels menu too. And just a quick reminder on what a data labels is in an Excel chart. Let's take a look at a simple Excel chart I have prepared over here. Now, this is a column chart which only has one product in its vicinity, that is which is being plotted right now, and it is product A right over here. And what if I wanted to know what is the exact value that has been plotted for January, or maybe June, or maybe September? One way of doing it is I go individually on each and every point and see on this hovering little box that it is giving me a value of 9707, and for September it is giving me a value of 19718. Now, won't it be good that such kind of values are just written right next to the block? I mean, would it be good if I have the value of 9707 appearing right over here, over the top over here? Now, to achieve such kind of a thing, we need something called data labels. And to get the data labels, we need to go to the data labels option over here and begin with, let's say, best example is outside end option over here. So there you go. Now, at the top of each and every column over here, you have a data label representing that what is the value of this data point. It tells you that this value is 9707, that this value is 8199, and so on. And if you don't want to look through the clutter, let's just extend this chart, and you can see it very clearly that it is much more informative than a normal chart to have data labels over it. Now, all the other options concerning data labels over here concern the position at which you want to place your data label. Right now we have placed it at the outside end of the column that we have prepared. What if we wanted it to be at the inside end? Now you can see it is just placed at the inside end of the column over here. And what if you wanted it to be inside base? Now it is inside and it is right next to the base at which the column actually begins. And we can even go ahead and create in the center. Now you can see now the data labels are appearing at the center of each of the column that has been prepared over here. And if you want to get more fancy about all this, we can go ahead and select more data label options here also. And as we open up this menu, again a familiar pop-up comes up which has all the familiar sounding options of the fill option. If I want to go ahead and fill it with red color, I want to have a border of black color, I want to increase the size of this, or maybe have a dotted lines over here. I can have the shadow, I can have the glow and the soft edges, 3D format, or I can again change the alignment also. Now all of these things have been thoroughly discussed in our previous video sessions. There's a dedicated session to discussing about these popular format options of fill, border colors, the border styles, and the rest of the ones. The one which we need to discuss is right now is these two options, because these are specific to data labels, the label option and the number option. Right now we have selected the number option over here, and it lets you select the format in which you want your number to appear. What if you wanted your number to appear as a currency? So in that case, you need to click on currency and then select on a few parameters. The first one being how many decimal places do you want in this. Say I just want one decimal place, and I want it to be of the form, say so let's just select French. You can see now the sign of the pound symbol comes over here specifically for French. I'm not really sure, excuse me for that. And you can even select how the negative numbers would appear, and this is the way you select onto your currency. And what if you wanted the whole thing to appear as date? So this is the way it will appear as a date. Now the numbers, as you know, are representations of date at the back end, and this is the way a date would appear, this is the way a time would appear, this is the way if you wanted a percentage to take over the way you want your number to look like, and so forth. And the last but not the least, this label options menu asks you what all label content that you want to have in your data label. Right now, the only thing that is selected is the value. I just want the value of the column that has been plotted against. What if I also wanted the series name to come over here? You can see it is writing a comma 970700 percentage. Let me just, for better clarity purposes, change on this 9707. It tells me that the series is A, which is in fact the product A, and the value that has been plotted is 9707. And if I even were to include the category name in this, you can see that it is telling me that is the product A for January month. The value is 9707. So this is all about the data label options available to us in an Excel chart. Thank you for watching.